what is your name and where are you from?
I'm Brad Barker and I'm from San Diego, California.
Hi Brad, what do you do for a living?
Well, right now I just started a little video production company called Epic Nomad, and it's a motorcycle-centric travelogue, and it's basically me and my camera crew traveling around the world and telling stories. No real agenda, no real plan. We just keep the cameras rolling, and whatever happens, happens. It's pretty fun.
That sounds fun. And so Brad, what was your first bike and how long have you been riding?
Wow. Okay, my first bike was a 1977 Honda Elsinore MR50. And I got that bike when I was 7 years old, so I've been riding for nearly 4 decades, although you would not know that to ride with me. Still don't really look where I'm going, use turn signals or ride sober ever, but yeah, my dad was kind enough to get me out of the mini bike phase and into the motorcycle phase with a clutch and a 3-up gear pattern, and it's been getting dirty ever since.
Cool. So what type of riding do you do now, and what motorcycle do you have now?
Well, I've kind of run the gamut. I had a Ducati 1098 that helped me go fast. I got out of the desire to go from 0 to death in under 3 seconds, and thanks to the generosity of BMW and others, now riding a dual sport thing with a BMW R1200 GS, and that is an absolute life-changing machine. When you think you know everything about motorcycles, you get on a bike like that and realize there's an entirely different world out there.
I would have to agree with that. So what are some of the places that you've ridden in your riding experiences?
Probably the most significant ride I ever did was riding the highest road in the world in the Himalaya Mountains, a place called Kardungala, which is the highest motorable pass in the world, right there in the Kashmir district of India, right there on the border of India, Pakistan, disputed territory in Tibet, and China, in the Himalayas, which is absolutely insane. I did that on a Desert Storm Royal Enfield.
Wow, so this actually probably is the same answer for the next question, but does any one experience stand out most, and why?
Well, without sounding like I'm shamelessly plugging Jim Hyde or Rawhide Adventures, I went to Rawhide to check out their school, to film it, to do a little episode on an adventure motorcycle riding school, which I didn't think was really such a thing. I mean, you can go skiing and go to ski school. You can take the highway patrol course on motorcycle safety course, and learn how to ride bikes in that regard. But there was not really an off-road dual sport place, and so Kurt Forget of Black Dog Cycle Works told me that I needed to go check out Jim Hyde and what he's got going on over there. And although I got my first motorcycle when I was 7 years old, I kind of showed up going, yeah, I got the bike thing down. What do you guys do? And that was the significant motorcycle life-changing event that really wound me up. What Jim and the Rawhide people do over there is this process of guided discovery, where they really do it right. There isn't a place I've been or been affiliated with that teaches in the way that I learn. So the most significant motorcycling ride I ever did was the Expedition CV, which is this 5-day long ride through Death Valley after a 2-day comprehensive intro to dirt course that they did there. And I think I've been following Jim Hyde around like a puppy dog ever since. Sorry, Jim.
I happen to love Rawhide too. So did any special life event get you more passionate about riding, and if so, what was it?
You know, I I met two guys while riding with the Ride crew. One of the guys' name is Owen B, and he works at BMW Riverside, and he and a guy named Evan Firstman who plays guitar. Owen is a just absolute sick fiddle player, violin player. To say that he plays a violin is an understatement. It's an electric guitar that he plays with a bow. So Owen and Evan and I were sort of frustrated musicians from years gone by. So we ride motorcycles and we play music together. So the fact that we get to play music and ride motorcycles, two things that I'm insanely passionate about, and those guys get it. They're my kind of crazy. I think that getting a chance to meet those guys on Expedition CV and then say, hey, you play a different instrument than me, let's go ride and play music together. And those guys called my bluff and took me up on the offer, and we've been playing music ever since. So on my YouTube channel, which is called The Ride of My Life, which can be found somewhere near therideofmylife.net, you can see us hack on our instruments.
So what is one valuable lesson that riding motorcycles has taught you about life in general?
There's so many people that try to parallel life lessons learned on a bike. I think my cliche fortune cookie statement would probably be keep your eyes ahead of you. Always look at where you're going. Look at the scenery along the way, but don't get target fixation. Like when you're on your bike and you're cruising, you look at the telephone pole and all of a sudden you hit the telephone pole. You can't get too fixed on one specific thing. You got to keep your eye on the road ahead of you and see where you're going the whole time and make sure you get there fastest way, funnest way, safest way. This is my little motorcycle metaphor of the day.
All right, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Thanks for interviewing me. I can't wait to turn the cameras on you. And let's see, when am I going to see you next?
Maybe in Mexico.
We might see you in Mexico. We're going to do the Baja thing. Maybe Overland, Arizona. Or maybe Lost for a Reason. We could go bug those guys, Ron Grace and his group at lostforareason.org. You got to go check those guys out and pull your couch cushions out, grab all that money that you got socked away in there and give it to Ron, because he can spend it way better than you can.
I agree with that too. All right, well, thank you so much, Brad.
Always.
And happy trails.
Thanks.